Greetings, salutation to everybody. Welcome back to another edition of As the Wheel Turns. I'm still in Wyoming. Yes, it's the same day, different edition. You know, I was thinking about dinosaurs because out here in the Great Wide West, in this part of the world, Montana and everything, is where all the dinosaur bones are located at, apparently, right? I wonder why. I wonder if because a lot of the rest of the other part of the country was covered up by oceans in the past, as they will be again one day, people, as they will be again. Alright, so maybe all the dinosaurs ran this away, and that's why they're always digging them up out here. I think dinosaurs are cool as hell. Even if they say people wasn't here then, I think people was here. I mean, everybody's seen those pictures in that creek bed where you have a Tyrannosaurus Rex footprints in that footbed, and then perfectly 100% human, not ape, well, okay, human apes, footprints running through the mud also, and frozen in time at a specific place in history. That's the good thing about fossils. They are a specific place in history. Today is my fossil footprint. I am at the specific place in history. I am in Wyoming on the 8th of October at 4:13 p.m. on a glorious day that God had given to us, or some alien, or the Anunnaki, or whoever you so desire, or what, you know, if you've ever read the Sumerian text. If you've never read the Sumerian text, you should go back and read them. They are 100% freaking exciting. Either they're real, fake, or they are a science fiction that is, you know, 12,000 years old or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not going to say. But I tell you what, I'll go back and read them again just for the fun of it. Oh, I wonder what that was in the road back there. I should go back and see. Nah, maybe let me see if I can find a mile marker. It looked like a carabiner. Screw it. I'm almost to the Devil's Tire. I want to get what I can get in while I can, because the I'm afraid my GoPro's gonna die. I don't have any extra batteries. I'm a poor moto vlogger. Oh, but you know what I am? I am a moto vlogger extraordinaire. Yes, you heard that from me. I am a motor vlogger extraordinaire. You know why I am? I have the opportunity to ride in every state and 3 countries and everything with what I do. I think that makes a whole new niche for me, actually. Actually, I know about 2 other moto vloggers. They've got it really good, and they've got endorsements where they can ride their bikes all over the country and get paid to do it. Hint, hint. Anybody out there want to pay me to do that? We can talk business, people. Let's do it. Yeah, hell, I'll go to Siberia and ride a bike. I don't care. I'll go anywhere. But everything over here on this continent, North America, Mexico. Mexico is still part of North America, correct? I believe it is. So that makes me a moto vlogger, North American extraordinaire. Oh, look, we're getting into some pine trees finally. I really like pine trees. I think they're just the most beautiful trees. Maybe not the best thing for the soil, but you know that pines predate hardwood trees. You get scrub grass, brush, you know, grasses, and bushes. You get pines. Oh my goodness, I just got hit by all kinds of bugs. What a crapshoot that was. And then later on in history, and I'm talking, you know, a couple thousand years down the road, these will, depending on elevation and soil and rocks and everything, give way to hardwoods. It can happen. Hang on loosely. It can happen. But it's not going to happen today. Not in our geological timeline. What would you give to board a time machine? And I know I tout my channel as a time traveling channel, because I'm coming to you from the future past, or something along that line. But I mean a real time traveler, where you hit your little come on gadget ring or whatever on your wrist, or you set the date in there for 5,000 years in the future, and you arrive on the same plane of existence but on a whole different scenic area. Now that could be very dangerous unless they could figure out some way to keep you from, you know, arriving inside of a wall. I mean, you're definitely going to have a collision avoidance system, or a cloaking device at the most. Or what if where you're stepping in out of time? Damn, that was a big bug. My bug looks like my face was covered in bugs, just covered. All right, so maybe you're stepping into the future of somewhere there's been a huge cataclysm, and all of a sudden the earth is opened up now, and it's a pit to hell. Well, you wouldn't want to be standing at you know 300-foot sea level, and sea level actually be 200 foot below you now because there's no mountain there. That would be a big problem with time travel that I see too. Now, the whole thing about the changing one's past is another funny thing. I don't know how I went to dinosaurs to time travel, guys. Too many science fiction movies, maybe. But if you arrived in the past, and that whole paradox about seeing yourself or changing your timeline, I really wouldn't give a crap about all that. Yeah, I'd be over slipping myself notes saying, yeah, you should do this and avoid this. And I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen, because I know what would have happened if I hadn't have done that. I mean, why not, right? I'd do it. Hell, I'd do it for you too. I'd be like Marty McFly, except for I'd be Biff. And I'd have that sports journal, and I'd make some serious bets and everything. Yeah. I don't find any ethical problem with that at all. And I think that I could do that and do a lot of good in the world. Now, I might make a few $1 billion, and a few other people might make a few $1 billion, or maybe even just $20, whatever makes you happy. But I would probably go to somewhere and be like, oh, on this date in history, tomorrow they had a tsunami. Maybe I should yell to the people, there's a tsunami coming. Get off the beach. Run for the hills. They probably wouldn't listen. But I guarantee you I could save some lives, or help save some lives, I should say. Same thing with, you know, Pompeii. Let's go back in time to Pompeii and tell everybody, people, you're getting ready. Look, the volcano's talking to you. You better leave. Now, I wouldn't go back to somewhere like Pompeii on my redhead reject motorcycle. Yes, I would. Hell yeah, I would. Because when I arrived, blowing smoke and fire on my Honda Redhead Reject, they would know for sure that I was a god sent to warn them, and they would listen to me. Hey, maybe I could do better by saving the past. That's it, right? I mean, you can sit back and you can see a political nightmare coming or something like that today, and you can shout warnings and warnings and warnings. It don't do you no good. Because it just don't do you no good, because nobody listens to you in the here and now. They may not listen to you in the far and gone either. I don't know. People, I'm crazy, alright? I've read a lot of science fiction books in my life, and it makes me think of things like all of science today started out as science fiction. And if you can think it, you can't do it. But you can work on making it happen. Oh, another big ass bug. Fuck. Get off. So hell, I wish they could bring some wizards into the world. I would smite thee with my almighty smiter. My magic wand or whatever. Take that. Gargamel. Or whoever. Yeah, don't even get me started on the Smurfs. I've got a whole story on Smurfs that, yeah, it's X-rated. It's X-rated Gargamel Smurfs story. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit that button or whatever. And stay tuned for the next edition of As the Wheel Turns. Suckers!